Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is my first faith video. So I'm going to be discussing some of the 6 key things that have helped me in my walk with God. So last month I celebrated my 9-year salvation birthday in Christ. Yep, 9 years saved, living for Jesus. And there are some really key things that I have found that have helped me along the way. So I decided to do a video. I hope it encourages you. I hope that it blesses you. So yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. The first thing that I have found, and the first thing that I find key in my relationship with God, is always saying yes. So in 1 Samuel, we learn that obedience is better than sacrifice. So what does that mean? It means you can be sacrificing and you can be giving into the church of God, into the kingdom of God. You can be serving, you can be doing stuff. However, you could be outside of the will of God because you're not being obedient to God. So what I've learned is one of the first things is always say yes to God. Second thing I've learned is that full and complete dependency on God actually leads to freedom. Proverbs 3:5-6 tells us that to not lean on your own understanding, but to trust God in all your ways and to acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. So what does that mean? Sometimes life does not turn out the way that you wanted it to. Things don't turn out how you expected them to. You could have been fasting about something, praying about something, speaking something into your life. And that's another thing I found, segue, where you're like, yeah, I'm speaking this into my life. This will happen in Jesus' name when you're praying in tongues and etc. But if it's not the will of God for your life, it ain't gonna happen. And sometimes these are traumatizing events that we go through, whether that's a breakup of a relationship or the loss of someone. There are different levels of things that we go through that. However, in those times, the key is to trust God and to not lean on your own understanding. The third thing I've learned is to be still in God. So Psalm 46:10 says to be still and know that He is God. So what does that look like? Sometimes you're in a season and you don't want to be in that season. Sometimes you're trying to fight your way through. You're like, nope, this isn't what I planned. This isn't what I said. This isn't what was meant to happen. I don't want this. I need to fix this. I need to mend this. I need to do. I need to No. Sometimes you need to just chill. You need to just allow God to be God. He's God. He's amazing. He created you. He created the universe. He can fix this. Whatever it is, He can fix this. We make the situations worse by trying to fix it ourselves. Believe me, I know. There have been situations in my life where, I tried to fix it, and then by trying to do that, I made it worse. And God spoke to me and He was like, you need to let it go. You need to let go and let me be God. And as painful as it was the right thing to do. Fourth thing that I've learned is it is not your responsibility to please other people. It is not, as Paul tells us in Galatians 1:10, not your responsibility to win the approval of man. That's not what you're here to do, because if you're here to win the approval of man, then it's almost like then you're not serving Christ. So, and it's deep. Yeah, it's that deep, guys. It's that deep. That you may please 10 people, but there's another 20 people over there that are now upset with you because of what you've done for those people. Then you try and you please those people. Then there's another 30 people over there that are annoyed. You can't please people, guys, and it is not your job to do that. It is your job to do the will of your Father and to carry out that what He has called you to do. The fifth thing that I've learned and that I find helpful is giving back. So whether that's your money, whether that's your talents, whether that's your ability, but it's investing in these things not only into other people, but also into the house of God. There is a blessing attached when you give back into the house of God. And also it's a humility thing. It humbles you when you realize, well, actually, everything I have, I only have it because God gave it to me. The Bible says that every good gift is from above. And therefore, that for me, that helps me remember that actually, you know what, God, it is not my place and my responsibility to hold on to these things like they're mine and hold on to them tightly, because you gave them to me and therefore I should freely give. Sometimes I've even been guilty of this, where I sit back and I'm like, oh, but if only I hadn't given that, or if I'd have kept that for myself, then I could be here right now. When I do that, I really have to check myself, because it's not the attitude that I should be having. The attitude that I should be having is, you know what, Lord, you have given me every single blessing that I have. It is even an honor and a privilege to be able to give some of that back. And the sixth thing, the last thing, is attending a church and submitting to your headship and your leadership. So I struggled with this back in the day. I struggled with any kind of authority, and I think that was because of certain things that I'd experienced in my life, and just certain things that I'd gone through. I didn't feel comfortable doing that. But I went through something. It was about 5 years ago, and it was quite a traumatic event. Like, I spoke to my pastor, and he was like, you know, I want you to come in for counselling. I want to talk to you about it. I want to pray for you. I want to be there for you. Like, you know, I'm your pastor. Like, you're in my church. I want to be there. So I went to him. We chatted. We spoke. So right at the end, one of the things he did say was that I want to help you, but I can't help you in the way that I want to, because you're not submitted to me. He was like, I feel like you haven't allowed me to have that say over your life. You haven't given me that authority to be able to speak into your life and to lead you and to direct you. And I realized, you know what, I haven't, because I didn't want to. And I thought I knew better, or I could do things better, whether that was going to an online sermon or reading a book or whatever it was. I thought I could do things better. And he led me into a prayer actually of submission. And ever since that time, my relationship with him has been so good. It has flourished. But not just that, my perspective of the church has changed, because I have allowed my headship and my leadership to speak into my life. And now I check in with him. So there are certain things I'm going for. I check him, I let him know how I'm doing. It's accountability. Being accountable to your pastor and checking in with him and submitting to his leadership and authority is one of the key things that I have found in my Christianity and walk with God. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's my 6 key things. But I think what I want to leave with is that something that I've learned on my journey, and something that I heard the other day, is that unless you hit rock bottom, you will never be able to appreciate your highs, but you will also never really be able to appreciate God. You will also never really be able to get that level of perspective and understanding of how much He cares for you, understand His power or strength, unless you're vulnerable and in a situation where you have to be scooped back out again. Where the strength of the Lord is where your heart is going to be strengthened, and where you're going to be encouraged to do this race and also to win this race. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope this has encouraged you and helped you and blessed you. I hope you'll be joining me again for another faith video.